In one of the craziest moves in American history, Joe Biden has dropped out of the race. He will not be running for president this fall. I don't know if this ever happened before, but he just tweeted, "My fellow Democrats, I've decided not to accept the nomination and to focus all my energies on my duties as president for the remainder of my term. My very first decision as the party nominee in 2020 was to pick Kamala Harris as my vice president, and it's been the best decision I've ever made. Today, I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this." Joe released a statement. "My fellow Americans, over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world. We've made historic investments in rebuilding our nation and lowering prescription drug costs for seniors and expanding affordable health care in a record number of Americans. We've provided critically needed care to 1 million veterans exposed to toxic substances, passed the first gun safety law in 30 years, appointed the first African American woman to the Supreme Court, and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world. America has never been positioned to lead as we are today. Do you believe this? I know none of this could have ever been done without you, the American people. Together, we have overcome a once-in-a-century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. We've protected and preserved our democracy, and we've revitalized and strengthened our alliances around the world. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president, and while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is the best interest of my party and country for me to stand down, to focus on fulfilling the duties as president for the remainder of my term." So he's going to continue being president, just not going to run again. "I will speak to the nation later this week in more detail about my decision. For now, let me express my deepest gratitude for all those who have worked so hard to see me reelected. I want to thank Vice President Kamala Harris for being an extraordinary partner in all of this work. And let me express my heartfelt appreciation for the American people for the faith and trust you have placed in me. I believe today, what I've always have, that there's nothing America can't do, and when we do it together, we just have to remember we are the United States of America." So, why do you think he waited till today? Well, that's the biggest news. Joe Biden out of the race.